Merhaba, hoş geldiniz.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. You are here. We are not very numerous. We are going to speak not about credit, but about donations. There is a concept, cooperation, transfrontier cooperation. We are going to speak about Turkey and how we can...
Ülkede kendi kurumlarında, yapılarında bir şeyleri değiştiriyorlar.
Their projects with other countries. It is a very nice opportunity. It's not easy. It's difficult. You have to work with partners. So we are not talking about loans, but about donations, about subventions. And we would be glad if will be a reason for somebody to take some donations. We are going to speak about 3 programs. The program about which Umut is going to speak, Bulgaria, Turkey. I would like to give him the floor. Thank you very much. Welcome to all of you. First of all, I would like to speak about the program Turkey-Bulgaria. It will be very short. We have a small presentation. This program includes Kırklareli and Yanbol in Bulgaria. In 2003, the project started at 2003. And during the fiscal year 21-2027, we had a budget of 34.4 million euros. Here we are talking about
olarak AB başkanlığı biz ödüyoruz. Bulgaristan'da da programın sorumlu makamı ödüyor. Yani yararlanıcılar bu %15 eş finansmanı ödemek zorunda değiller. Bu önemli bir nüans. Yani %100 SİBE kısacası. Programın yönetim makamı Bulgaristan Bölgesel Kalkınma ve Bayındırlık Bakanlığı. Ulusal Otoritesi, Türkiye'deki ulusal otoritesi ise Avrupa Birliği Başkanlığı. Programın bir ortak izleme komitesi var. Burada ulusal, bölgesel ve yerel düzeydeki paydaşlar, temsilciler.
We have a lot of stakeholders, deciders, and everybody participates to that. We also have NGOs, universities, and public institutions. And this participation should increase. This is our objective, to find regional solutions for regional problems. That's why we have organized a strategy council. And again, here we have NGOs, public institutions, universities working in this field. The program, so starting from the field up to a common secretariat, we are all working together. The secretariat is Edirne in Turkey and Haska in Bulgaria. The communication is also made by that, and we have first step monitoring. And in this program, first of all, money is spent, and after that, after the first step audit, we are paid back. It is a program which started in 2003. We started with 32.1 million euro, and then 29.6. So we implemented 101 projects. The last offer was the biggest project, 3.5 million euro. There it was the University of Thrace and Burgas university in Bulgaria work together. The project is going on, but today the project took an end. For 21, 27, there was also a strategic project for a bigger security on the borders. 1420, what was important was sustainable tourism. These are the budgets. You can see that, but I'm going to skip that. I'm going to speak about a new period. For instance, here you have a model between Kırklareli and Bulgaria, 406,000 euros. And infrastructure investments have also been done. For instance, the monastery of Aya Nicola has been refurbished, and in Bulgaria, the Turkish bath has been refurbished in order to increase the tourism potential of the region. Here you see restoration works. In the new phase, we have another budget of more than 34,000 euros. The program has started in 2018, and the project will be completed in 2029. A socio-economical analysis has been done. All the needs of the region have been considered, and different stakeholders and institutions have worked together. We got feedbacks from them to see what they need, and we prepared a document of the program. Negotiations are finished now. We are going to sign, and we organized the first partnership forum in June. For this pre-offer, we can speak about 14 million euros, such a budget. This program, the structure of this program, the target is to strengthen cooperation between the two countries. We want to have a holistic development. The culture, the heritage should also be sustainable. And in the coming period, at the end of 2023, there will be also PO2. It is a program which gives priority to a greener Europe, and it has to do with a Green Deal of Europe. We want also to work in the field of energy productivity and the diminishing of gas emissions. Here we are also working with small and medium scale companies. This is a particularity, and ISO2 has also another target about migration with the last strategic project in order to work with a project. We spoke about small enterprises, and environment friendly is another work we are going to do, another project. And it is important because small companies can also participate.
Öncelik kapsamındaki
SMEs can also cooperate here. And again, SMEs, small enterprises, NGOs professional chambers, universities, and schools, developing and research institutions, and in the migration project, Bulgaria is working again with Turkey for these projects. Coming to the budget, as I said before, for PO5, for the integrated development for a better Europe, we had 24.8 euros. The projects are changing for better projects, more integrated ones, and for environment-friendly budgets that are smaller. We can speak about more than 20 or 30 projects which should be supported. The budget, the total of the budget is 34 million million euros for 7 years. And we have also special targets. We want to increase productivity. We want the private sector increases its productivity. That's why we need and cyclic economy should also be encouraged. And here we have the example of recycling. Services should become greener, models should be developed, sustainability should be increased. In the field of PO5, in this project, this digital transformation, tourism, culture, employment are fields to which we attach importance. A lot of integrated projects should be developed, and the management of migration should also be improved. We want to increase the capacities. This is all what I wanted to tell you. I was very quick. I'm sorry. Here you can find us on our web page. You can find the documents, projects which had been done before.
Neyse, diğer
Teşekkür
konuları var
ederiz.
zaten.
Ben
Tamam.
cevabını bildiğim bir soru sormak istiyorum.
I would like to ask a question. I know its answer, but as a person who worked in Edirne, I want to ask this question. He said we can take back the money after having spent it. So I wonder if we can have something paid beforehand. My name is Ceyda Peközer. I'm working in Edirne. Coming to the answer of the question, first of all,
Toplam %10'u ya da %20 arasında proje türüne göre değişiyor. Avanslar ama genellikle
there is always a prepayment, but first of all, these are used for those who work there, not for the acquisitions. That's why there should be a certain budget capacity, because it is difficult sometimes, because all these prepayments are used elsewhere. I asked a question which came to my mind. If you have a question to ask it. Otherwise, we are following the next speaker, Professor Ayşe Deniz. Can I take the pointer, please? Thank you very much. I would like to greet all of you on behalf of the European Union.
biliyorsunuz 2021-27
As you can see on the screen, it covers the period from 2021 to 2027. This means the budget year of the EU. There's a fund allocated by the EU, and as per this program, there is a fund allocated for the period covering 2021 to 2027. There has been a series of meetings to identify the priorities. Funds have been allocated. Now we are implementing the funds. As you can see on the screen, if there is anybody who would like to develop a project within the scope of this program, you're invited to apply for funding. You can get the details of these programs. And let me give you information about the program that covers the Black Sea region. This cross-border collaboration, there are three. There is a cross-border collaboration that covers the Black Sea basin, another one that covers Bulgaria and Turkey, and the Mediterranean basin. So this is a program that covers these areas. 25 provinces are included here. The institutions that are established in one of these 25 provinces can develop projects and apply for this funding. After the assessment phase, if their projects are considered as fit, then they can benefit from these. The priorities are different for each and every area. Now, for the Black Sea, PO, the acronym PO, stands for policy priority. A smarter and more competitive Europe, that's number one. Number two is fighting climate change. And the main target is to achieve a greener and low carbon Europe. There is a sub-target to achieve higher collaboration. We say basin. I'm not saying the countries that share borders, that share shores on the Black Sea, Moldova, Ukraine, Georgia, and Armenia, parts of Romania, parts of Bulgaria, and Greece, some parts of Greece that does not share any shores of the Black Sea. Well, you can get all the details from the calls and details with respect to the program. If you want to develop a joint project, you have to find a partner from the relevant region, and these projects should be developed in collaboration with 3 partners. The purpose is to develop a collaboration, a cross-border collaboration. Well, the managing authority is the Ministry of Development of Romania. All national authorities have a say, but Romania is the coordinator. All of the priorities are identified, asking for the collaboration of all of the countries. Before there's a call for any grant, then the draft version is shared, and the commands of all of the actors are collected. Getting the relevant support, the national authority is our body. This is a program that was run in the years between 2007 to 2013. As you can see here on the screen, the budget for the upcoming period covering 2021 to 2027 is 19.4 million euros. Well, there was a call announced in March. There are 2 calls for the Black Sea region. There was a call that covers the period from March to July, and there were applicants from Turkey as well. The second period for calls is the first quarter of 2024. This is a very good funding. If you're interested in it, you see the priorities here. It covers a huge area, and you can develop joint projects and apply. Who can apply in the first call? And this, for the second call, the same actors apply. It should be a non-profit organization. And you can develop projects and apply for funding within the scope of the Black Sea Basin. It could be a central or local administration authority like governorships or the provincial private administrations, universities. They can all apply. In the previous fiscal year, 55 projects received a grant. There were 28 Turkish partners. We had provincial private administrations or the district governorships. Our website gives comprehensive information about the kind of projects and the scope of the projects. Just to give you a general overview of what we did, here is the slide that gives that information. There were municipalities, R&D institutions, so the target audience is quite comprehensive. There are three priorities, PO1, PO2, and we have a sub priority. The focus is on water, the Black Sea, and the basin. Well, your project could be about increasing R&D or fighting against disaster or increasing biodiversity, mitigating the impact of climate change. Well, this priority, good governance, was not part of the first call. Good governance is now going to be part of the second call. Any projects that would be supporting the mechanisms to make the voices of the citizens heard more would be supported. Well, you can develop projects for disasters, for floods, for fires, increasing the capacities of the institutions, of the bodies that fight against those. All of these should be focusing on developing the capacity of the basin. There could be many other, of course, but the focus must be blue economy, the Black Sea Basin, or fighting against climate change. These priorities should be kept in mind when developing the project. These are all from the program guide. Well, you can get more information from our website. You can also have access to the guides of previous grants. There are many more that you can have a look at. There are important documents that make reference to different things. And there's a priority. With respect to the Black Sea Basin, if you want to develop a project specifically for this basin, you should look into the priorities and the problems. So these are the documents that you should be focusing on. The first call was made on the 30th of December. The applications were collected, and the deadline for applications were the 4th of July. The assessment process continues under the coordination of the Ministry of Development of Romania. 151 projects applied. Now we're waiting for the results to be announced. Then relevant projects will receive grants. There are two areas of priority when the call was first made. One is for larger scale projects and the other one is for smaller scale projects. Are you going to go for smaller standard projects, regular projects, or small scale projects? So you have to follow the application process accordingly. So you can find all of the details on our website, Black Sea or blackseacbc.net or crossbordercooperation.net, sorry, cbc.ab.gov.tr. There is another website that I'd like to draw your attention to. This is a program that should include other partners. How can I find a partner? What kind of things are being done? There is a website called keep.eu, and you can find partners through this website. There is the official website of the Black Sea, and you can search for the right partner through these websites. Well, we're part of a forum, and you can find partners through this forum. It's all up to you. Well, universities do not have to partner with universities, or municipalities do not have to partner with municipalities. Just check the requirements in this call. A chamber can also partner with a development agency, for instance. What's important here is to serve the purpose of the priority. There were 2 calls made for the period 2014 to 2020. Well, Crea Centers was the name of the project. It was coordinated by the municipality of Çekmeköy. There were municipalities from Romania, Greece, Bulgaria, and Ukraine. The purpose was to support the creative industries sector, like architects, graphic designers. When we say creative industries, creative sectors, think of the people, and those people need to work together. You should be associating it with the priorities of the basin. So the municipality of Çekmeköy developed a relevant project. They had quite a huge sum as grant. This is a complex consisting of 2 buildings. It's located in a very nice place. People who are working in creative industries went there. They benefited from those co-work stations. They can further develop their networks. They can participate in the activities. It's for free. It was a very nice project. So we've been sharing this as an example. I don't know whether it's the right place to share this. There's going to be a visit paid to this project. If you are interested in this, then you can participate in one of the field visits of MARUF. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, you can always contact us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If there are no questions, I'm going to move on to going beyond support. So I'll move on to the presentation. My name is Kubilay.
Havzası programından bahsedeceğim. Lakin arkadaştan destek istiyorum.
I would like to have a support. It is, I would like to ask my friend to show me the presentation, but I'm going to make an introduction, the program of the Black Sea Basin. I would like to use the word Maruf, but for the Mediterranean it's not like that. So I will make a presentation, and maybe you are going to ask some questions to yourselves.
için. İşte benim sunum bu.
So this is my presentation. If there's anybody interested in this program, then visit this website. You can find relevant information about the program implemented currently. You can benefit from the information provided here. So here on the screen you see the map of the program, part of Portugal, Spain and Italy, and you see the list below. There are also participants from Algeria, Egypt, Israel, Palestine, Jordan, Lebanon, and Tunisia. And there is us as Turkey. This is one of the cross-border programs with the highest budget. For Bulgaria it was 34.
Karadeniz
Two countries for the Black Sea, 72 million. So we can speak about a CBC total, and there you see the difference for each country. It will nearly be 300 divided by 15. It is 20 million euros. And if you try to take benefit, you can think about 20 million euro per country. But I try to encourage people to take part in this program. What is this map? When we speak about Mediterranean, as you see, from Edirne, Kırklareli to Maraş, Hatay, it is a project which is very, very big. You see a lot of institutions, NGOs, and private institutions who can apply for this program. This map is important because an institution from Kırklareli can work with an institution from Mersin. So two institutions have to apply. At the beginning it was 3, but now it will be only 2. We know it, we are aware of it. As I said before, an institution from Edirne and an institution from Maraş can work together as partners from Turkey. My colleagues spoke about that. There is a management structure, and there is also a structure which is in Sardinia. We have also in Valencia and Aqaba. Turkey is depending on the office in Aqaba. We have here contact points, and we are the authority. We also have offices in Izmir at Antalya. So I try to explain you the management of the program. Of course, there are priorities, more competitive Europe. So those who want to make projects, if their ideas are in the scope, they can take grants, but they have to prepare the projects according to that or for other cooperations. They have also to work in the field of ecosystems, water, and these are the projects which are expected, and these should be a priority for the program, the Mediterranean. We have also other projects, and I am responsible of these transborder projects, and the project is a program with a priority. That's why we went to Burdur, we worked in Burdur, we worked in Edirne. So it's not important if these are public institutions or private ones. When we find funds in a specific field, here it is about health. And in the program document, there are much more details which have been translated into Turkish. So if you have some things coming into your mind in the field of health, or if you know somebody who is interested by that, you can encourage them. This is what I wanted to add, because I think it's important. Of course, there is also a title, Interreg Private. My colleague spoke about that. Here you have all details, which priority, how much financing, more competitive, 66 million euro, 96, and for the health sector, 15 million euros. But these are also indexes, because funds may not be distributed as it is shown at the beginning. You should have the possibility to apply after that, because some funds are transferred to other places. This is the way these programs function. Here you see the details. I'm talking about 300 million euros. You see the classification here. These are details. I'm going to skip them. For instance, the first call. At the beginning, we spoke about zero carbon SMEs health for all calls, for each project. We were expecting a call. These calls will now come in November, and for instance, there will be such a call in November, and the biggest fund will be here. So I am asking people, for instance, to launch a call in March, and there is time to apply for the project until March. So I recommend them to find a project in the meantime. Of course, there is another period, 2021, 2027. Starting in 2023, there will be a second call, a third call. So when you start this process will be a long-term process. Here, mathematics a little bit. You see the first call, the participation of the European Union, co-financing. For the thematic projects, we spoke about that 1, 2, 3, these priorities are thematic projects. We also have youth projects. You can also prepare projects in the field of youth. And at the beginning, I have shown you a web page, and I think you will understand everything better. Now everything is abstract. When we speak about youth projects, what do we mean by that? We mean youngsters between 18 and 30 years of age. These are prioritized. How many partners can you have in a project? It depends on the call, but it is 7, 5, 6. But in the past, as far as we can see, everything functioned with 5 partners. 2 partners from Turkey, 1 partner from Spain, from Tunisia, 2 partners. You can complete this work. So the list participants should be 3. So what does it mean? 1 Italian, 1 French, and 1 Turkish partner. Can they prepare a project in this scope? Yes, they can, because even if Turkey is a candidate Turkey, it is a Mediterranean country. That's why there can be such a partnership. Because there should be 1 coming from the European Union and 1 which is not member of the European Union. That's why I wanted to speak about that. The projects will last maximum 3 years, minimum 2 years. 50% of the funds will be spent in between 3 countries. when we speak about countries, these are countries which are not member of the European Union. So 1.5 million euros of this project is going to be spent for Turkey. I wanted to give you very simple examples. You can consider it a positive discrimination. 89% European Union, 11% co-financing, or the treasurer, the government will participate. That's why I'm not going to speak very much about that. So from Turkey or from another country, at least two institutions for the application. And when we speak of the first one, these exist also for projects. You can have 5 partners, but one is the lead partner, the boss, let's say, the manager. The program stipulates that you are a lead partner. You should have a project coordinator, a financial manager, and a communication officer. Why? Because management is paying to the lead partner, which distributes the funds. So there is one project coordinator, one financial manager, and one communication officer. If we are a leader, if we are a lead partner in Turkey, we have to respect this job description. For each project, at the beginning, I spoke about intervention fields. But when you are partners, there is no limit, but you have the right to take a grant from 2 projects.
Aldıysanız en fazla ikisi. Bunlar çok afaki şeyler. Olması da zor.
When you are the main beneficiary, but of course these are rules. That's why I'm speaking about them. There is also an associate partner. What does it mean? So, for instance, if there is an institution in Sorgun, in Yozgat, you can take an associate partner. But you can't say you are going to organize such and such activity in the Sorgun. You have to respect the travel accommodation costs, but you can't do anything in this place. How should I do that? For instance, when I work about health and if assistance is necessary, I take an associate partner from the Ministry of Health. So an associate partner won't take benefit from all the steps of the project, but will support the project and therefore will get also accommodation fees. And those who will be part of the project will of course discuss about that. Who participated, schools, institutions, private institutions, associations, NGOs, and so forth. There is, you can't create an institution after, if it has been established after 2021. In the field of program, for instance, if there is an institution of UNDP in Mersin, they can be partner of this project. But Çorum, for instance, can't apply. So at least they should be have been established 2 years ago. For Fethiye, for instance, they can also apply because there are some exceptions, because Fethiye has always existed. You can think like that. So as I said, a general rule is that project activities should be implemented in geographical fields, but sometimes you can have an activity with this exception, but this exception has never existed. There's not such a thing, and I don't think that such a project can be financed. So you have to stay in the scope of the program. As I said before, these are details, and these are also international institutions. The call, I spoke about the call in November. What may appear, first of all, they will tell there will be partnership up to 100 million euros. Maximum 2 partners from each country. Documents will be asked. If you are in the field of construction, you are also going to give some documents, and also what is written. Everything should be evaluated. There should also be some information during the call. There will be information days which will be organized. The evaluation process, for the evaluation process, there will be a council, and after all these activities, the project will be signed. I think that these projects will start to be applied in summer 2024. We have here some indicators which have been prepared beforehand, so they will be postponed a little bit, but I'm talking about a process which will go on until 2028 to 2029. We said that from the internet, we looked from internet at those companies, for instance, for the energy. They tried to rehabilitate the public institutions. You see the budget. It is a budget of 3 years with 3 partners from the countries which are listed here. The details, you can find them on the web page. What did they do? Energy stock places. So those who want to be part of the project will have the right information. I'm talking about more than 2 million euros, which will be distributed to 7 partners, to 2 or 3 partner countries, or for fishing, for instance, Tunisia, Lebanon, Palestine have worked together. They tried to legitimize this field, and we wrote everything which they have done, and so forth and so forth. You see 2.2 million euros, a smaller budget.
Trafilli kısmı ortak bulmak. Çünkü yabancı olduğu
Because in a world that you are foreign to, you have to write the project and you have to find a partner who's going to implement it with you. It's difficult. There are 2 ways to do it. The first one is this web page, the website that I've shown you at the very beginning. On that website, you can find project partners in the relevant. When you check the relevant sections, you can just type in partner search, or you can use Keep EU. This is a good website. You should go into the details. You should browse it from time to time, depending on the country, scope. You can check who is involved in it. Those who are interested in this should check this website, because those who do not have a partner or possible partner. So that's all from me.